There you go. Sorry about that. I had my headset off, man. I guess you guys probably missed every bit of what I said. Anyways, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. These guys right now are just qualifying to see what position they run. So this is a championship race tonight for FTR, Las Vegas. See who gets crowned tonight. You got 4 drivers racing for that top spot. You got Eneltown on the 38 truck is one of the top 4. Kenrod in the 26 truck, he's one of the top 4. Dark Knight, 23 truck, he's one of the top 4. And JD in the 4 truck in the top 4. You got Jay Manry in the 32 truck, which barely missed out by 1 point. JD beat him by 1 point, man. He gave it a hell of a shot, but we'll see what's going to happen here. Got to pan around a little bit. Got fire truck and the 2 truck. Looks like they're done here, so we're going to back out of here and get in for the real race here. Looks like you got Dark Knight with the pole position with the 31.087. And you got Hellraiser in 31.144, the second position. In third position, Kidrod, 31.162. So that's your line in order. Let's back out of here. What am I doing? Let's get out of here and wait for a join so we can get back in there. Alright, we're going to sit here a minute and wait to get that join so we can get back in there and watch the real race. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. Got our invites. Okay, I'll make sure I got an invite, so I got one there. Now we're good to go. Now we just got to wait for the join and we'll get into the action. Boy, they're really sending them now. They're going to make sure I get in there, ain't they? Kind of look at some of these trucks here while we're waiting to get into the real race. There's Kenrod. That's one of the top 4 that's racing for the crown tonight. The 26 truck. Let's see. Jay Manry. 38 truck, that's Enel. He's racing for one of the top 4 spots, racing for a championship tonight. Got JD racing that 4 truck. He's in the top 4 tonight, hoping to win that championship. And you got the 23 truck, which is Dark Knight, which is the red paint scheme. That's the one he's going to be racing tonight. He's one of the top 4. Trying to get that P1 position for the crown, Las Vegas. So all we're doing is just waiting for our join and we'll get into the action. Las Vegas is where we'll be tonight. Alright, these guys are in there just trying to get everything situated. I know I ain't much of a broadcaster, but I'll try my best to give you guys the action of tonight's championship race for FTR. So we'll see what we can do. See who gets the top spot tonight. Who are we crowning tonight? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like these boys are about ready to get started here in a second. I just got to get that join button and we'll get into the action. Appreciate all you, whoever tunes in. Alright, looks like they're in. That's Alright, here we go, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Sorry I got that late join, man, but, you know, sometimes that happens. Alright. Here we go. Alright, first off, we got that 23 truck in the lead, man. He was the pole winner, too. He got 6 running second. And it looks like you got that 3 truck running third, Hellraiser, and you got JD underneath trying to go underneath the 3 truck. He's running fourth. So you got the top 3 trucks, you know, in the front of the pack are going for the champion. And then you got in that behind JD, you got the 38 truck, which is in for the top 4, you know. Any one of those guys will be the champ tonight. So looks like it's a pretty clean race so far. Looks like they're all getting in line right now. Just going to ride around a little bit. But looks like the Hellraiser and the 3 truck, he went a little high, let JD underneath. Looks like they're battling for that 4th position, 3rd, 4th position. Looks like JD backed off a little bit, just let him go. Pretty clean little race so far. We got 10 trucks tonight. Pretty good field. That 23 truck, he holding that number 1 P1 position. He was last week's winner too, boy. He won by a mile, so he's going to be the truck to beat tonight, I think. Looks like you got the top 6 trucks here trying to pull away from the second pack there. Fanugi kind of riding in the middle there in that 16 truck. Then you got 3 behind him. They're just riding. Just kind of pan around a little bit. Get on Hellraiser there in that 3 truck in that 3 position. Look like he's battling with the 38 truck, which is Inaltown. Looks like JD fell back a little bit. Lost a couple spots. Look like he's jumping in behind that 38 truck, which is Inal. Then you got the fire truck, the 2 truck in there in that 3-team tandem there, running down on the low side. Look like they got by Hellraiser. Hellraiser's starting to fall back a little bit, running on the high side. You got the top 4 trucks, 1, 2, 3, 4, that are running for that championship tonight. It looks like they're all doing pretty good. Holding pretty good lines. Everybody giving each other room. Not pushing anybody through the turns. Causing any damage. You got that 23 truck and that 26 truck. They're just riding. Just trying to keep their trucks clean, you know, so they can make a run for the stage win. We're in the stage number 1 right now. Yeah, I think them top 4 trucks, they're just going to ride behind each other right now until it gets down towards the end of the stage. Then they'll probably start making some moves. Yeah, it looks like they're just all in line. That 23 truck, the pole winner, the pole sitter, he just got the pedal to the metal. He ain't gonna let nobody get around him. He likes to ride around in the front. You ask him, he'll tell you that. Ain't nobody getting around me, boy. I'll get out in the front, I'm gone if you let me. But I think Kenrod's gonna have something to say about that 26 truck. Kenrod stuck to his bumper, man. Then you got Inno and JD right behind them. Look like they're running as a team right now. JD just drafting off that 38 truck. Looked like Kenrod, the 26 truck, got in the wall a little bit, kind of slowed him down. But he didn't lose any spaces or momentum. I have to pronounce that name, that word. Anyways, moving on. Momentum. There you go. There it is. Yeah. Look like you got 6 of them up there in the front running, you know, 1, 2, you know, like in the line. Pretty clean race so far. Just kind of move back here to Hellraiser a little bit. See how these guys are doing there in the back, in the front pack. Yeah, those top 4 guys, boy, they're pretty fast trucks, so it's going to kind of be pretty even to see who comes out to be that P1 champion, huh? We're kind of getting a glimpse of it right now. One of the 4 right there, top 4 trucks. Running a hell of a race. Kind of pan around, see what they're doing in the back for a little bit. It looks like these guys are leaving them guys in the back a little bit. There's Dunlap and Fanugi and G. Manry, the 4 trucks here in the back of the pack. You can see those other trucks up there in the front, they're kind of starting to pull away. G. Manry running kind of a little bit high. And you got Dunlap falling in right behind them, and you still got Fanugi down there on the inside. Those guys need to stay in the line and try to draft off each other, man. That way they can not fall too far. Oh, it looked like you got a truck behind there. Jay Manry's around, hit the wall. No caution though, I don't think, because I think it's just a single truck. I think the only way you get a caution is at least two or more involved. So that's a tough break for Manry. Yep, he was around. I don't know if he just got loose or what. But these top 6 trucks, boy, they're still hanging in there, running single file there, trying to keep their distance, keeping it clean. There's Manry, boy. That's bad for him. He's the truck. He barely missed out on the top 4 by 1 point. Yeah, he's got some front end damage, heavy damage. Looks like he's gonna have to do some work on his truck when it comes pit time. Anyways, moving forward. There's the backpack with Fanugi following, in the lead there. The 3 tandem truck there. You can see how far they are behind. Manry, he's gonna pit now and just get it over with. Alright, you got Dark Knight up here, back up to that P1 position again. Along with Kenrod, he ain't letting that 23 out of his side. Well, he's stuck to his bumper like glue. Kenrod ain't letting him get away. And then you got the 38 truck in 3rd position, right behind the 26th. And then you got JD in the 4th. Fire truck 5th. Along with Hellraiser in 6th position. These guys are just minding their P's and Q's. Wait for the last few laps. Let's see, looks like they got 13 laps remaining in stage 1, so I don't know if these guys gonna have enough fuel to go the whole stage or not. Not sure. Looks like you got Dark Knight kind of went down inside, and Kenrod's trying to go up on the top high side, trying to take that position away from him. Now they're side by side, man. Like Kenrod's staying high, and you got Dark Knight down low on the track. You got 38 truck trying to make it 3 wide, but he's going to stick it high. It looks like Dark Knight's going to go in for pit, so I guess they do have to pit. Let's see if that's going to help him out pitting first or not. See if it gives him an advantage or not. These other trucks are going to go around an extra lap. Dark Knight, he's going to come out with fresher tires, but I don't know. I still got 11. You got Kenrod up there in the number 1 P1 now, along with the Innotown P2 and JD in P3. With Hellraiser P4, but it's going to see where the 23 truck comes out at after he comes out of the pit. Those guys are still staying out. They still got 9 laps to go in stage 1, so showing the 38 truck, he's got 3 laps of fuel left in his truck, so he's going to have to pit here within the next 3 laps. And the other ones will probably follow him. Now there goes Kenrod, he's going to pit now. And so is the 3 truck, which is Hellraiser. You got Innotown and JD staying out that extra lap or 2. You're going to have a little bit fresher tires, but I don't know if that fresher tires are going to hold up with 8 laps to go, with that guy pitting early. See where Dark Knight is. There's that 23 truck. He pitted earlier than everybody else. Let's see where them other guys come out. See if they come out behind them or in front of them. There you go. You got JD and the 38 truck. Looks like they just now pitted. Got Kinrod coming out along with the Hellraiser. So it looks like a 23 truck is going to take over P1 position. Along with the 26 truck, he's going to fall in behind with the P2, and P3 is going to be Hellraiser. I think that number 2 truck, which is fire truck, I don't think he pitted yet, so. That's how far that 26 truck, Kinrod, is behind that 23 truck. Made a pretty good advantage there as far as the position. Here comes JD and Ingletown. They're going to come in behind that 26 truck. Looks like that early pit helped out that 23 truck, you know, by a pretty good advantage there. Looks like you got Kinrod still running that second P1, along with JD P3 and Ingletown P4. There's third place, looking up for second and first there. That's how far behind that 26 truck is from that 23 truck, which is the leader, I believe. There's JD in third, P3. See how many laps we got looking at here. Looks like we got 5 laps remaining. They got 5 laps to catch that 23 truck. He's been on a tear lately too, but they also that 26 truck and that 4 truck, they got fresher tires too, so that might help them gain a little bit. But they're gonna only have like about 4 laps to do it here. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4 positions right there. P1 through P5 right here. You're looking at the back view. Look like that 26 might be catching that 23 truck. There you go. Looking at a forward view of what's behind them here, that 23 truck. Looked like Kinrod's starting to catch him a little bit. There's a bird's eye view from the sky. Let's see if he can pass him here. Look like he got Dark Knight down there on the inside. Kinrod staying high. Look like they're racing for the chick flag. Looks like Kinrod might make the pass. Looks like he made the pass for P1. Then you got Dark Knight P2. I guess that just goes to show you, on fresher tires, man. Especially when you got that many laps left. You know, you got Dark Knight, which he pitted like 2 or 3 laps before these guys. You know, now his truck is starting to fall off a little bit because it's got older tires. Next is going to be JD going to try to make a move, you know, for that P2 position. And you got Enel in there behind JD. It looked like Enel is going down underneath JD, going to try to take that number 3 position from him. Let's see what we got here. How many laps we got left here? That looked like that might have been it. Looks like Kinrod took out that P1 position, followed by JD. Second place. Enel third or fourth. Dark Knight third, and then fifth is Hellraiser. That's your top 5. Kinrod, JD, Dark Knight, Enel, and Hellraiser. pretty good first stage, except for one little incident for that 32 truck, which was Manry kind of got loose. Probably went a lap down, so he get his lap back here and get his truck fixed up, see if he can recover from what just happened in that first stage. Kinrod with them fresh tires was able to get by that 23 truck. Well, here we are, going to stack them back up, rack them back up for this second start of the second stage here in a second. Here we go, 10 trucks. Restacked, ready to roll, stage 2. Let's see who gets out in that P1 position. Looks like that 26 truck, he's going to make a statement, try to get that P1 position, run a few laps. Looks like JD fell down in behind that Kinrod. Taking that P2 along with Dark Knight P3. Looks like that 4 trucks are going to get underneath that 26 truck. Take advantage of him going high, and JD going to stay low. Yep, looks like JD's trying to get that number 1 position. But Kinrod, not if Kinrod can help, he says he ain't going to let it happen. But you got him 3 wide here. You got Dark Knight trying to make it 3 wide, but he backs off, gets in behind that 4 truck. Kinrod's still up there in that P1 position, riding up high, and you got Ingletown in behind him. Kinrod still holding that P1 along with that 4 truck, which is JD. 38 truck riding P3. Oh, you got a wreck there. The 2 truck looks like you got a little loose, almost took that 32 out. I don't know if it's going to be a caution or not, but that was 2 trucks. But it sure doesn't look like it. Let's try to go back here and see if we can find those guys. Yeah, there they are. Too bad for those guys. I mean, that's the second time old Manry's got into it. Stage 2, so those 2 got some work cut out for them. Looked like a 2 truck, which is fire truck, got a little bit of damage on the front of his truck. Anyways, let's go back up to the front here and see what's going on. Looked like Dark Knight, he fell back to P4. Kinrod's still holding that P1 along with the P2 with the 4 truck was JD. Looked like JD's trying to go underneath that 26 truck. That 26 truck drops down trying to take some of that air off of them. Looks like they touched a little bit, but I don't think it hurt them any. Top 4 trucks right there making it 4 wide. Oh, they're touching each other, almost wrecking. Wow, that was close. Oh, the 38 truck goes around. Too bad for that 38 truck, man. He was the top 4 championship truck. No caution. Wow. JD takes a big lead off of that. That 32 truck is really damaged. Let's see what happened to Inno. Yeah, he's still back there. He's way back. That's how far back he fell behind those leaders there. He's got some work cut out for him. Good thing it's still the second stage, you know, he's still got another stage to get caught back up. There's your JD still holding that P1 position along with Hellraiser in that 3 truck holding that P2, Dark Knight P3, Kinrod P4, And you got Dunlap P5 up there in the front with these guys. And it looks like you got Super Dave up there too, running with these Top Gut trucks. 6 trucks up here, you know. Dark Knight, he got in the grass a little bit. Looked like he's doing a little bit of mowing the lawn there. Kenrod up there on the bumper of the 23 truck. Dunlap making moves up there in the high side. He's trying to drive up on top of the 26 truck. Oh, they touched a little bit. Looks like the 26 truck got moved down a little bit, but he saved it and lost a position, but he's good to go. He's got a pretty strong truck, so JD's still holding that P1 position. Sit there and watch these guys a little bit. You know, running that 7th position now. Oh, you got Dark Knight making moves. He's up in P2 now. Right on that P1's donkey there, man. That number 4 truck. Looks like that 33 truck of Dunlop and 26 truck of Kenrod look like they're falling Super Dave there. Uh-oh, you got Dark Knight underneath that 4 truck. Got JD up here on the high side, Dark Knight on the low side, going in turn here and see if he can make the move here, make the pass. And you got Hellraiser's 3 truck in there behind the 4 truck. Maybe he can help him push him, keep him losing P1, but looks like Dark Knight's going to clear him here. It looked like they almost touched, but they didn't. They were real close. They're going to battle it out here for a couple laps to see who's going to win that P1 position. Hellraiser in that 3 truck is trying to make it 3 wide, but he falls back a little bit. Oh, Dark Knight, he makes the pass on that 4 truck. Down low. JD up high. Hellraiser up high, following that 4 truck. A few truck lengths back behind is that 26 truck, trying to make it back up to the front, along with Super Dave. Let's see how many laps we got left here in this second stage here in a minute. Oh, you got the 38 truck making a pit. 15 laps remaining on stage 2. So the 38 truck's going to try to make an early pit to make up some seconds, you know, that he lost when he got loose. Got that little bit of an accident there. Shoved around. Dark Knight and JD, the 4 truck, they're still battling out for that P1, P2 position. Kenrod looks like he's made up a little bit of room. He's starting to catch back up. Hellraiser, he's staying right behind that 4 truck. Super Dave in the back, hanging in there. Kenrod's in the pit and he's starting to come out right now. Coming out with the leaders. Well, that's a heck of a battle there for P1, P2. Looks like Dark Knight let him have it. Uh-oh. Here comes Inno. He's trying to stay in the front of that 4 truck so he don't go a lap down. You know, with them fresher tires, you should be able to pull away. Dark Knight underneath that JD there. He falls in behind JD. Kenrod, he's caught back up. He's in P3 now. He made the pass on that 3 truck, Hellraiser. Kenrod, that 26 truck, he's one of the final 4 there trying to race for that championship. You got Dark Knight underneath JD trying to make a move for that P1 position. Boy, these guys have been battling out here for a few laps now, going back and forth, man. P1 and P2. Dark Knight tapping JD a little bit, but it didn't hurt anything. Dark Knight staying low, JD staying high. I think he's trying to stay in that middle high groove and get a run off the turns there. Oh, here comes Kenrod, boy. He's up there in the mix now. At P3, he's trying to get past that 23 truck for P2. Look like Kenrod, that 26 truck, he's got a pretty good truck. Boy, he's rolling pretty good there. He came from back there, P5, man, P6, all the way up to P3. You got the 23 truck going in for a pit now. JD and Kenrod and Hellraiser look like they're staying out a couple more laps. Let's kind of see where everybody else is. Hellraiser and Kenrod. JD still running laps. Kenrod's still battling out with the JD now. Look like Kenrod's going to go in for a pit. JD's staying out a little extra laps. There's JD and Hellraiser, P1, P2 now. They're going to be pitting here pretty soon, I believe. Looks like JD's going to pit right now. Hellraiser's going to stay out another lap. See where he comes out at. He was the P1 driver. See, looks like they got about 7 laps remaining in stage 2 here. Just keep an eye on JD, see where he comes out at. Looks like he got Fanucchi's truck in the pit. He might have blew the motor already. He might already be out of the race. Oh, man. Yeah, here comes JD. He's coming out of the pit now. I think here comes Kenrod and Dark Knight. What they're going to get by JD for him staying out a little longer, but JD's going to have fresher tires also. Got about 5 or 6 laps to catch these guys on fresher tires. Looks like you got I can't tell if that's if Dark Knight's P1 and the 26 truck, which is Kenrod, P2. And then you got Super Dave up there. I don't know if he's up there on the lead lap or not. Not sure. There's JD coming out of the pit. He's got fresher tires. See if he can catch up with these guys up there in the lead. Dunlap. There's Enel there. Look like you got Dark Knight up there in the 23 truck. Look like he's the leader right now. Kenrod behind in P2, I believe. And I'm not sure if that 21 truck Super Dave is in P3. And JD P4. P5, I guess, is that 3 truck was the Hellraiser. So I think we're running down laps here. We're getting close to the end of stage 2 here. Looks like you got about 2 laps left, stage 2. There's your P1, P2 right there. Might be the final lap or the white flag lap. Not sure which one it is, but it's one or the other. Looks like Kenrod trying to drop down, going underneath. Oh, and he gets loose a little bit. Saves it. And that might be end of stage 2. Looks like Dark Knight pulled that off with Kenrod second. And I'm not sure Super Dave got third. Along with the JD fourth. Hellraiser fifth. We'll find out here in a second. This might get Inno back in here on if he's a lap down, get his lap back anyways. He finished 6th, so I think he's alright. Yeah, okay, you got Dark Knight, Kenrod, Super Dave did finish 3rd, JD 4th, Hellraiser 5th, Inno 6th, Dunlap 7th, 1 lap down is Manry, 3 laps down Fire Trucks, and 21 laps down Fanugi. Here we go, we're going to fire them back up. We got 7 trucks left. Look like 3 of them are already out, blowed motors. So here we go. This is the 3rd final stage to see who gets crowned the champion tonight. Look like you got Super Dave pulling out there in that P1 position. Dark Knight up there on the high side, and well, he dropped down there on the low side, down to P2, fighting it out with the 26 truck Kenrod, you know, fight for P2. JD and the Hellraiser back behind them, racing it out. Then you got Inno in the mix too again, so you can never count him out. Too wide. These boys battling out too wide. Ooh, that 21 truck looked like he got a little bit loose. Saved it. Oh, almost. Boy, he's going all kinds of crazy. Oh, shit. I don't know if he's glitching or if his truck is loose. Well, he was glitching. He disappeared. Looked like he blowed a motor, so. Got 6 trucks left, man. At least the top 4 of the championship trucks are still in it. You know, that's what we want to see. Who's going to be crowned the champion of the FTR Season 10. Looks like you got Kenrod up there in the P1 position. He's starting to pull away a little bit. JD in the P2. Dark Knight battling out for P4. Well, that's a lot of trucks in the pit there that blowed out. All right, let's watch these happens here. I think the outcome of this race is going to be who has the best pit on the last pit. You got Kenrod still holding that P1 position with that JD and the Ford truck P2. I bet that 26 truck he's doing a lot of back seat mirror driving, while keeping an eye on that Ford truck. You got Dark Knight and that 23 truck back there in P4. You know, he's just riding around in the back, just watching the show, I guess. Wait for these guys to make a mistake so he can pounce on it. Looks like they're just settling in single file right now. Single file, 64 laps to go. Then we're going to crown a champion for season 10. FTR. There's that P1 truck right there. Let's watch him a little bit, see if that Ford truck does. See if you just content just to ride behind him. Wait for him to make a mistake, then he'll make his move. I think Manring, he's just back there just riding in that 32 truck. Got JD in that Ford truck trying to get underneath that 26, but he decides not to and just falls back in line there. Got Dark Knight in the Inaltown just riding in the back there, P5, P6. Look like Dark Knight's trying to get underneath that number 3 truck, which is a Hellraiser. Making a move one by one, trying to get back up to the front. Hellraiser says the heck with that. He's not going to let him get by that easy. He's going to have to race him for it. Hellraiser staying high, Dark Knight staying low. While Dark Knight still high and well low, then Hellraiser still high. Inaltown in the back, just riding around, counting them laps down. They might have to pit, I think, twice this stage here, stage 3. Looks like you got Kenrod going a little bit high. JD's trying to stay behind him, not letting him get ahead of him. Looks like Dark Knight, man, there at the first 2 stages, he had a pretty good truck. You know, he'd falling behind. Back there in P5. I don't know if he's used to running P5. Hopefully you don't start overdriving it, trying to get back up to the front and make a mistake. Ain't no back there, he's just falling back. He's just watching everybody else drive away. I mean, he's just taking her easy. Saving his stuff. Saving tires, saving fuel. Saving his paint. Just chilling. You better not let these guys get too far ahead of him and get out of the draft, and then he won't be able to catch back up to him. Oh, you got Kenrod bumping JD a little bit. Looked like they got into each other, but JD underneath, Kenrod up on top. They're battling out for P1, P2. They're still bumping. See if JD can pull it off. Boy, they're battling out. P1, P2. Look like Kenrod, he went ahead and got a run on him. JD's just going to fall back in underneath. It looks like that 23 truck is back up there in P3. Wow, that didn't take long. He was back there in P5. He's going to get in behind that 4 truck now. Dropping down low, going to get underneath that. They're going to make it 3 wide. Oh no, he falls back in behind that 4 truck, JD. JD making it low, and Kenrod staying high, trying to make a pass, but they've been battling this way for the last few laps. JD's trying his dangest to get by that 26 truck. That 26 truck ain't having it. I don't know what's going on with that 38 truck. He usually has a pretty good truck too. I don't know. He might be on some kind of strategy there. These other guys, boy, they're just letting it all out. Letting it hang all out, man. They're just using their stuff up, man. Burning those tires up. Burning that fuel. They racing. JD's trying his darnest to get by that 26 truck. That 26 truck ain't letting him have it. Says if he's going to take it, he's going to have to earn it. JD down low, Kenrod up high. Door to door. Dark Knight in behind them. Oh, they tap a little bit, but they're still good. They're racing hard. Looks like the Dark Knight's going to get behind that 4 truck and push them by that 26 truck. Might be a little bit of help there. Oh, they get into it again. Looks like tapping each other. Boy, they racing hard. And you got to remember too, guys, this race here, it's all on low draft too, so you bring what you got. Either you got a motor or you don't. You got a Dark Knight now underneath that 4 truck, excuse me. Down low, JD up high. Can he make the pass? Is he going to fall back in that P3 position? Dark Knight's not going to make it easy for him. Got Hellraiser still hanging in there. Running that P5. Oh, Kenrod and Hellraiser, they go to pit early. That's that first pit. JD and Dark Knight staying out a little bit longer here. Let's see where a Hellraiser and Kenrod come out. Oh, look like JD's going to pit right now too. You got Dark Knight staying out a little bit longer, along with Inaltown. Oh, Dark Knight, he's finally pitted along with looks like Jay Manry. Boy, he's still got 3 laps left to the tank. Yeah, he's on some kind of strategy here, I think. He's saving his stuff for the last stage. Or the last pit. Showing you got 48 laps remaining in the race. Here comes Kinrod, Hellraiser, JD, Dark Knight. I think there's P2, P3. You got Ingletown. He's still out. He's in P1 now. He hasn't even pitted yet. He's gonna have to pit here probably this lap. Yep, yeah, he's pitting now. He stayed out like 3 or 4 laps longer than these other guys. Yeah, he's on some kind of strategy here. Let's see if it works out for him. Let's see if this helps. How far behind he falls staying out this late. There you go. You got Kinrod and Hellraiser up there, P1 or P2 and P3. I think Littletown's in P1 right now, but he's in the pit, so I don't know if he's going to lose it or not when these other guys come around. See how far he falls back here in a minute. Yeah, it looks like those other guys are going by now. So, yeah, he's back down to 6th place now. I don't know if staying out longer helped him out or not. Kinrod back to P1, Hellraiser P2, and you got JD in P3. Look like these 3 trucks are starting to pull away a little bit. I don't know how far Dark Knight is. See if we can find him. There's Dark Knight right there with G Manry. Looks like they're quite a ways back. You got some work cut out for them to get back up there to the front. Looks like they're about a half a straightaway behind. Coming into turn number 1 there. The other guys are already coming out of turn 2. Anyways, let's go back up here to P1 and P2, P3. Look like JD's made up a little bit of room there. These guys stay this close for the rest of the race. It's going to be a hell of a finish. Maybe a 3-truck finish. Got JD down there and down low. Hellraiser in mid-track. Thought about going underneath him, but he decided not to. He decided to fall in back behind that 3-truck. Kinrod's still holding the train up there in P1. JD trying to go low. Get caught. Oh, they got a little loose. They touch each other. Looked like Kinrod just let him go or something. Looked like something happened there. Looked like that 3-truck, man, I don't know what happened there. But you got those 2 drivers, 1 and 2, are racing for championship. And Enel still riding back there in 6th position. There's Dark Knight and J Manry back there. You see how far they are, about a half a track behind them. Half a straightaway. Got a lot of ground to catch up to. Look like you got Kinrod starting to catch back up to JD in that number 4 truck. These guys are racing pretty hard, P1 through 3rd. Laps, 38 laps remaining in stage 3. They probably got about 10 to 12 laps left before they're going to have to pit again. Looks like you got Kinrod back up there on that number 4 tail end there. Whatever happened earlier to cause him to back off a little bit, but he made his ground back up. Looked like that 3 truck's up there with him too. Dark Knight back there in P4 trying to make up ground. I bet he's handling that wheel, driving that thing hard, man, trying to get caught back up. He's wheeling it. Well, Kinrod giving it everything he got. Keep him behind that 4 truck. Hellraiser's running a pretty good race himself. Dark Knight making up a little bit of ground. Look like he's inching up there inch by inch. You know, he's falling way back. I don't know what's up with him, man. All those trucks with blown motors in the pit there. Let's watch Dark Knight here a little bit and see what he's doing. See if he can catch them top 3 trucks up there. He's got them in his sight, that's for sure. Those guys up there in the front keep racing each other. This 73 truck's going to sneak up behind them. Started out with 10 trucks tonight. Looks like we only got about maybe 6 trucks left. All the rest of them blowed motors. We'll stick on this view here for a little while and see what happens. We've got Kinrod down there going low. JD staying mid-high. Hellraiser staying back there at P3. He's just riding behind the leaders there, I think. Looks like Dark Knight, inch by inch, is starting to catch. All those guys keep racing each other up there. He's going to catch them. Possibly. He's driving his ass off trying to catch those top 3 trucks. I guarantee it. He's probably sweating. Probably got a death grip on that wheel. Yeah, you're looking at, if you're tuned in, you're looking at the P1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. Got the back view of the top 4 trucks here. Coming into turn 3. Into turn 4, gonna go across the start-finish line here in a second. See how many laps we got left here. I'm thinking they're going to have to pit one more time, though. 30 laps left remaining in stage 3. Looked like Kinrod started trying to go low on that 4 truck. Looked like they touched a little bit. They gave old Dark Knight a chance to catch back up, boy. It's got to be a 4 truck race here in a minute. Especially those other trucks racing each other like that up there. Keep swapping paint stuff, you know. Oh, 2 of them going to pit. Dark Knight almost got into ass into that number 3 truck. That was close. Looks like JD's going to stay out a little bit longer. Along with that Dark Knight, he's going to stay out a little longer too. I guess pitting early, stage 2, he found out that didn't help him very much. So he's going to do a different strategy to try to stay out a little bit longer this time. Keep up with that 4 truck. Going another lap around. I don't know if pitting early is going to help that 26 truck and that 3 truck. Who know? I don't know. Dark Knight, he's caught up to P1 now. Dark Knight came from way back around to get back, caught back up. You better stay up off that apron, man. He's going to get himself loose, spin himself out. Got 27 laps remaining in the race here. Las Vegas, Season 10 Championship Race. Las Vegas. I don't know what happened with JD there. What's he doing? Oh, he's pitting. Dark Knight staying out a little longer. And there's a lot of trucks in them. Looks like Super Dave blew a motor too. He's out. Fire truck is out. Dark Knight, that P1. Looks like he's going to pit now. There's Hellraiser. Along with the Kinrod, they pitted first before those other guys did. There's JD, look like he's coming out of the pit right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I look at it like JD got a bad pit or something, boy. There comes Dark Knight out of the pit. Looks like Kinrod and Hellraiser going by him. There's JD just went by. That last pit killed him. There's Eno. He's still out. P2 right now. P1 because the last truck just finally pitted, which was Manry, I believe. Yep. Manry's out. He looked like he just took a splash of gas. In on that P1 position now. There's Dark Knight. Looks like JD behind him. See if that 4 truck can catch that 23 truck. I think that 23 truck is running a P2 right now. JD P3. You got in on P1, but he's going to have to pit here pretty soon. Probably this lap. And those other trucks are going to go by and they're going to swap positions again Yeah, there goes Eno. He's going in the pit right now. Looks like about 22 laps remaining in the race. Look like Dark Knight's starting to pull ahead a little bit. Eno taking 4 tires. And a little splash of gas. There you have it, Eno back in 5th position, you know. Staying out longer, I don't know if that helped him or not. I think he's losing positions, man, losing time when he stays out longer than these other guys. Fanugi, Manry, all these other guys that are out of the race. Alright, you got the back of a JD's truck here. Look like you got Dark Knight up in front of JD, followed by in front of the 23 truck would be Kenrod. I believe that's P1 and P2. JD P3. I'm not sure what that 32 truck is. I think he might be a lap down. I'm not sure, or he got his lap back. Who knows? I have no idea where he's at. Oh, he's 5th, P5. Yeah, Jay Manry's P5 up there in front of the 23 truck, which is Dark Knight. So Dark Knight's leading, I guess, P1, then you got Kenrod P2, and then you got JD right here in the 4 truck in P3. And them laps are starting to count down here. I don't know what happened to Kenrod. I don't know if he pitted or what. He was up there. I wasn't looking. He disappeared. He might have pitted already. Yeah, the 26 trucks is in the pit. Did he blow a motor? Is he out? I hope not, boy. That sucks. That's another leader going for the championship if he's out. That's only going to leave 3 guys left in the race for the championship. Yeah, he must be out. I guess here's your leaders right here. P1 and P2. Dark Knight P1, Hellraiser P2. JD P3, trying to go around that 32 truck with Manry, which is P5. Might be P4 now that Kenrod's out. Yeah, I think he's a lap behind. Well, it looks like Dark Knight is on a mission up there. You got Eno on P5 here. Let's see how many laps we got remaining in the race here. See if got 14 laps remaining. Look like Dark Knight, boy, he's pulling way off. Wow, is that the 3 truck that's already out too? He was running P2. Looked like he blowed a motor too. Six trucks out of the race. Looks like all we got is just 4 trucks left. And 3 of them are in contention for the championship. Oh, looks like Eno got by JD. That Ford truck, looked like that strategy did work out for him, boy. He knocked out that P2 position. Oh, it's P4 right now, sorry. My bad. Eno up to P3, passing that JD number 4 truck. I guess that 38 truck was on a strategy. I guess it is paying off for him. Let's see if he can pull it off. See if we can catch that 23 truck. P1. Let's see where he's at. There he is. He's got a big lead, boy. I don't know if it's going to be hard to catch him. That's how far those other guys are behind him, boy. He's almost 3/4 of a straightaway in front of those guys. With about 10 laps left to go. Kind of keep an eye on this P1 truck and look behind him, see if these other guys catch up with him. I mean, you got 10 laps to catch up to him, so Eno's got fresher tires. That 38 truck, he might be chugging along little by little. You never know about him. Well, 23 truck all by him lonesome. Now down to 4 trucks in the race. Wow, started out with 10. Some of these guys better start checking these crew chiefs, man. Start building these trucks a little better. Something better start happening, man. Eight laps remaining. 8 laps remaining to catch that 23 truck. I don't know if that P3 truck's going to catch him or not, but he's going to give it a shot. 38 truck. You know, he's a strategy kind of driver. You never know about him. Damn, so many trucks out of the race, man. Got to go through all the blown up trucks just to get to the guys in the race. There's JD all by himself. I don't know what happened to him, boy. He fell way back. Got Eno back up there in P2 now. Just got by Jay Manry. He might be P3 now, I'm not sure, or P4, one of the two. JD might be in front of him, I'm not sure though. I know it's P4 or P3, one of the two. That's Eno right there in the 38 truck running P2 along with Jay Manry right behind him on his bumper. Got 4 laps remaining. See where that Dark Knight is. There he is. Pull it off. Looked like his strategy might have stayed out one lap too many for him to be able to catch up to him. P1, you're looking at him way back there, that little speck there, that little white speck, that's P2, which would be Inno. So, this is what we got. 4 trucks left in the race, so looks like that 23 truck might be crowned the champ here in a minute. As long as you don't make no mistakes. We should be down to a handful of laps now. Let's see what we got here. Two laps left. 2 laps remaining, and we're going to crown that champ. Season 10. Look like Dark Knight's going to pull it off. Inno going to be third or second, and maybe JD or third, or Manry third, one of the two. One of them will be third and fourth, JD or Manry. I'm not sure. I lost track of those two. Look like there's the race winner right there. That was the last lap. Got your champ right there, the 23 truck, Dark Knight. Followed by Innotown. Second place truck. Not sure about who got third. It was either might have been JD or J Manry. Not sure. Either way, it's third or fourth, vice versa, between the 32 and the 4 truck. Great race, guys. Yeah, Manry got third, JD got fourth. So you got Dark Knight, Innotown, J Manry, JD, Hellraiser, Kinrod, Super Dave, Dunlap, Fire Truck, and Fanugi. Them are your race winners there. Yes, sir. Let's see if I can go make a room for get an interview for these guys. All right, let's see here. Party has ended. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can let me get a... See if we can get these guys in here and get an interview. See if we pull these guys in here.
Oh, there's Blake. He just joined us. There's Blake.
Hey, fellas, how's it going, man?
What's going on? Yeah,
Hey.
Poopy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good race until everybody started blowing motors and falling out, man. It got down to 4 trucks, man, there at the end, man. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started dropping like flies.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna... Who got third place? Was it
Manry actually got third place.
Manry?
But he left.
Oh, he left? Okay, well, I guess we'll start with you, man, the second place truck, man. Looked like you're riding around there in the back for a while, just on a strategy thing, man. But I guess you might have stayed out a lap too long or something, man. You could quite catch that number 1 truck, that 23 truck with Dark Knight. So just tell us about your race. How'd it go?
Well, the race was fine, but with everyone quitting, there was no racing. So, like,
Right.
what do you do? Like, everyone quits because they can't make it. They got to make another stop, so they all quit, and that killed all the racing. And And what do you do? Like, Dark's able to just coast the rest of the way. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
quit. Like,
Yeah.
I think
still
Kenrod
understand
had
quitting the
like
race.
one.
Like,
I think I
I
had
rode around
one.
6 laps down for 150 laps last week at Iowa. I didn't quit, and then everyone quits because they got to pit. I just don't get it. Like, if you're here to race, race. Like, if you got to pit, you got to pit. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. But anyways, congrats to Dark. You know, I could have pitted a little earlier, I guess. I kind of fell off the draft. I should have caught back up, but I didn't think it was going to matter. And, you know, I probably could have pitted 1 lap quit sooner on both stops. And
Yeah.
I would have, if I stayed with the draft and I pitted a bit early, then maybe I would have been there. But like once I lost the draft, it should have been fine. But again, when everyone leaves, you got cars that got 3 seconds in between them now, and there's only 4 of us on the track. Like,
Yep.
so a couple of people lagged out, can't blame that. But like, I just don't get when. Just because you can't make it, oh, I'm just gonna quit, man. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I rode around 6 laps down for 100 and something laps at Iowa, like a track I don't even like, because I don't quit races, you know.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I just don't get it. But congrats to Dark and Mannery on 3rd, and JD put a good effort in for no practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Kenrod was up there running with the front with you guys for a while. What did he do? Have another appointment somewhere, or did he lag out, or what?
Kenrod
I think
hit
he
way
dropped
early
out.
in the beginning,
Yeah,
and
he's
so
gonna
then
be short.
he pit with like 29 to go.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he had to pit, but he pit with like 51 to go or something, 52 to go, and kind of killed himself right there. He was trying to do the math after thinking that we had to do another stop, but I know we didn't.
So
and then once he was gone, because he was racing there with, like Dark had to catch JD and them, and then they would have come out probably together, the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't far
and had to
behind me
race.
when he stopped, so that kind of killed y'all. That meant less
What's that?
car to catch me. He left there. He wasn't. I think he was less 2 seconds behind me.
He could catch
Like
you, so
the
he
thing
probably
with-
just left. Is that what you're saying?
But that,
Yeah, he left. He didn't make it, so he quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a car in between us that they could use to draft together.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Well, then
like
plus it-
Enel said, if you come to race, you come to race, finish the race. You know what the heck, you know?
Well, what it did too is it allowed Dark to just coast because he didn't have to worry about shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't have to push it.
Like,
Yeah.
I was surprised he still made the 24 laps. I think he had to go 24 laps at the end. I was a little surprised he still made it, but I guess when you're
I was on the
half
dot.
throttling it,
Yeah, yeah.
what do you do? Like,
Just
I ran him
maybe
down
it,
about
man.
3 seconds, but like again, like I was just hoping, I was just waiting for him to say I popped the tire. I figured on the last lap, somewhere on like out of 2 or something, he was gonna pop a tire.
Yeah.
It never happened again because he didn't have to race that hard, you know. So, what do you do? Like,
Right.
You
I
know,
wish I would have
like-
had some more live practice to figure out what I got to do. Had a great truck. It ran real well.
Yeah, it looked like you
Just,
ran up the front all night long there, JD. You had a good truck, you know, for not having no practice, man. You did really, really good, you asked me. Anyways, Dark Knight, Season 10 FTR champion, man. Truck Series, man. How's it feel, buddy?
Feels good. First, as long as I've been racing here, that's my first. So
Your
I'll
first
take
one?
it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about your race.
That was one of Billy's setups. I asked him to send me one because I had his old one. And just a couple changes like on the camber, basically.
Yeah.
Was the only difference in what I had and what he sent me. But good truck, man. Just had to hit my lines and tried to keep those guys behind me and hope they'd race against each other, and kind of worked out.
Yeah, I think that at the beginning of stage 3, though, you're kind of back there in the back a little bit. You worked your way up there, man. I mean, you had a good truck, that's for sure.
And I was just riding.
Yeah.
Well, I figured at that point when I was leading, I got to make sure I get 24 out of each tank.
Right.
You know? And
I
so
knew
had
that
to
too.
Back it off because me, Dark, and the 3 car were racing pretty. I mean, not Dark, but Kenrod were racing pretty hard up there. And once I got by him, I threw it in my gear and made it to where I needed 24. But then I had to try to chase down Dark, and so I ran most of that with in my race gear, and I had to pit with 3 to go just to make it.
I never hit my fuel gear. That's where you know how you let off and let the car coast.
That's what I was doing. I was doing
Well,
all that.
what I done was pop my clutch, pop the clutch in and let it coast, and then
Oh, yeah.
let back out the clutch and ride on.
Yeah.
But it was like in and out real quick. You can watch my stream. I was only in the clutch just for a second, and then I was popping it back out and going. And I was actually catching y'all guys.
Well, yeah, I had to go to the fuel gear
Yeah.
and like seriously go to the fuel gear just to make the first 24.
I think y'all got tied up there at one time too. That helped
Huh?
me kind of. Y'all got tied up there at one time.
I
That
don't know
helped me
what
gain
happened
on y'all.
there. I'll have
Yeah.
to look.
That started out a pretty good race when you had all 10 trucks, but I never seen that many trucks fucking leave. Like 7 trucks. I mean,
Well, I think Fire and Dunlap lagged out.
oh yeah,
And Dave was glitching, so he went out. But then the other 4 just gave up. Like, basically just gave up. Like, I hate that, man.
yeah.
Like, even if it's the same results, so the fact that I just hate people quitting. I've never quit a race in my life.
We'll have
And,
to.
like, it just bothers me when people do
About
that.
that,
Like, why even show up then? Like,
I quit one, but I had to piss real bad, and it was only like
remember
4
that.
guys left, and I was in top 5, so it didn't hurt nothing.
yeah, if you're gonna piss yourself, that's one thing.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
just
I
because you
had to
can't
go.
make it, I guess that's another thing. I don't know.
If I'd been
Point,
leading,
that's how it goes.
if I'd been leading that race, I'd did the same thing.
My head dropped when I knew that I couldn't really race anymore. You know what I mean? Because I had a really good race. The truck was awesome. It raced really well.
Hey, JD. Yeah, you had a pretty strong truck. Hey, I asked you a question. Hey, man, you want to give a shout out to the sponsors?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wheels on Wheels Auto Transport, Landis Fashions and Apparel, and we're working on more for next season. So hold on to your hats, folks. We're going to have some really good sponsorship going on, I believe, next season. Just hold on. We're going to have a really good season. I feel like next season, with Billy retiring and all, he left it to us. And what I mean is us is I mean the whole league is us. People, um, the crew that will be taking care of things. And
Five
calling out,
admins. Admins.
No admins. We're the
No?
crews.
Oh, the crew.
We're the
Okay.
crew. No admin. We're
Okay.
not. I mean, the league is the league.
It'll be road crew.
Yeah.
The league is it's all about the league.
Yeah.
And Billy left us in pretty dang good shape. I appreciate Billy for everything he's done for this league, and he will always remain part of this league. So give Billy Holcomb a really big hand for keeping this together, and we appreciate you, brother. Love you.
Alrighty, there you go. Have it. Congratulations, Dark Season 10 champion of the FTR Truck Series. I'm going to sign out. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and we'll talk to you all later.
That's either.
Appreciate you,
Thanks, Aaron, for doing that there.
We'll let you
right.
everybody get out real fast, so
You
we
too.
may
Thanks
have a
for being
little
here.
discussion.
All right, guys. Have fun, man.